KwaZulu-Natal, the DA is now calling for tough action against the striking NEHAWU members. I did put a question earlier to Mr. Sapeta, the General Secretary of NEHAWU, about what is happening in KwaZulu-Natal, because the DA had given in KwaZulu-Natal the MEC for Health 72 hours since Friday, which I think today will be that day, the third day, to lay charges against NEHAWU members who are on strike. Let's speak to Edwin Baptie now of the DA, who's joining us from Scottburgh in KZN. Mr. Baptie, good afternoon. So you got any update for us in relation to your call last week to the MEC for Health to lay charges, criminal charges against NEHAWU? Has anything happened?
Good afternoon to you and your listeners. At this stage, no response yet from the MEC's office. We're watching to see if she does carry on or carry through with that action today. Failing that, I'll be going up to Pietermaritzburg tomorrow with our provincial leader to lay those charges ourselves. But hopefully the MEC this afternoon will make that call, because we do believe that the death of a young lady in Pietermaritzburg, a young mother, who could not get access to Gray's Hospital and who died, unfortunately, cannot merely be a consequence of a strike action, which was illegal to start with, and looked away from. Someone has to be held accountable. And she was not able to get access into the hospital with the ambulance, and as a result, never got the medical treatment she needed. This is the kind of thing we cannot accept.
Yeah, so if the MEC does not act today, you as the DA will proceed to Pietermaritzburg tomorrow to lay criminal charges against NEHAWU in this particular matter.
That's right, yes.
Yeah. So I just spoke to NEHAWU's General Secretary. They say they want to be given evidence of linking their members to the deaths of several people, including this young lady who passed away, the young pregnant woman, Thandokuhle Mutswa, who passed away because she could not access the facility.
So the situation on the ground on that day, I was there to see it, is that there was no access into the hospital. There were tires burning outside, people protesting. All the staff were outside. No one could get into the hospital. And that carried on for the entire day. So the reality is that whether it was an emergency or just a patient coming as an outpatient, no one could get into the hospital. Staff could not get in there. There were people inside, patients inside, who hadn't been attended to, hadn't had their medicine, hadn't been fed. There were nurses who had been on duty since Monday, trying to keep those wards going. So the situation on the ground was a little different, I think, to what was explained, and we were there to witness it.
So that will be part of the evidence you would provide, I guess, when you lay the charges tomorrow.
Correct.
Yeah, okay, thank you very much for your time this afternoon. Edwin Baptie from the Democratic Alliance in KwaZulu-Natal. They intend and will lay criminal charges against trade union NEHAWU tomorrow in Pietermaritzburg, specifically in relation to the death of a young pregnant woman in Pietermaritzburg last week, Thandokuhle Mutswa, after she failed to receive swift medical attention. Her ambulance that was carrying her could not access the local health facility because it was blocked by striking NEHAWU members.